Guten Tag, everyone, and welcome back to Potty Plant Entertainment. I know we have been on a serious roll here with the content lately. It's crazy. I'm uploading videos. Ain't that awesome? Ain't that a dream? Aren't you happy to see my beautiful, lustrous face? I don't even know if lustrous is a word, but if it isn't, it is now. We're making it a word right here on Potty Plant Entertainment. Welcome back to Potty Plant Entertainment. So nice to see you. Today, we are going to be doing what I talked about in my video that I uploaded like a day ago, which is basically I'm going to be looking back on my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025. I explained in my last video that the reason for that is because I can't get to the movies as much as I would like to anymore. It's just, life is just so different than it used to be. So I figured because I don't want to do a top 10 best and a top 10 worst movies anymore, what I would do instead is just look back on my top 10 most anticipated from the year before and then talk about how those movies panned out. So, I just rewatched my video and I have some thoughts for sure. I did reactions for all these movies in the shorts tab when I saw them. So you're welcome to go check those out at some point as well if you'd like. But with all that being said, let's get started with number 10. So yeah, this is Voldemort's wand. How cool is that? It's a pen. I have another one too. It's a different one though. All right. So at number 10, I had Star Trek Section 31. Wow. So look. Sorry, I got like that 100-day cough. Anyway. So it was funny. I watched that movie after I made the list for my most anticipated, but before I recorded the video. And I don't think I need to say too much here because if you go back and watch that video, you can get my unfiltered thoughts on it. Same for my short. But it was such an unbelievably awful movie. It's honestly kind of depressing. And on top of that, I said in the video that I wouldn't mind getting another movie from the Kelvin timeline, which that movie takes place in the same timeline, but another movie from the Kelvin timeline, I'm going to throw that lamp out the window. Another movie from the Kelvin timeline with Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto and all of them. Well, we know now that we're not getting that. Instead, we are getting something totally different. I know that Star Trek Starfleet Academy is supposed to be coming out soon. It doesn't look that good, but I'll keep an open mind. But yeah, Star Trek Section 31. If I had to pick a worst movie of 2025, my number one worst movie, it's going to be Star Trek Section 31. I mean, wow. Nothing about that movie worked. It was horrible. At number 9, I had Final Destination Bloodlines. I thought this movie was great. I had a really good time with it. I went to go see it in the theater, and I had so much fun. It was seriously, it was pure joy. The movie was so much freaking fun. It had practical effects in it, and you guys know me. I have a hard-on for practical effects. Practical effects were great. Story was great. Characters that I could get on board with, right? I think it was Tony Todd's last movie, R.I.P. I loved it. It was such a fun time. Didn't I buy it? I don't remember if I bought the Blu-ray or not. But either way, it was a really good movie. I was not disappointed. And number 8, I had Black Phone 2. So, you guys know, if you follow the channel, I love Black Phone 2. I thought it was great. I thought it was even better than the first one. I know it got some mixed reactions. I don't really understand why. I thought it was great. I loved every minute of it. Everything about it worked for me. Ethan Hawke was amazing. I love the fact that it took place in the snow. That just added to the aesthetic, and they're like stranded in this snowy place. That was great. I gotta tell you, like, it was scary. Everything about it worked. I mean, everything about that movie worked for me. I loved it. At number 7, I had Jurassic World Rebirth. It was okay. I'd probably never watch it again, but, I didn't hate the experience of watching it. It was fine. Not really a whole lot to add to that. At number 6, I had Captain America Brave New World. Yeah, that was okay, too. I guess I kind of feel the same way about that I felt about Jurassic World. It was fine. I didn't hate the experience of watching it. There were moments that I really was enjoying it. I really enjoyed Harrison Ford in the film. I like Harrison Ford in anything. He's probably my all-time favorite actor. But yeah, overall, it was fine. And number 5, I had 28 Years Later. I loved this movie. Look, I went to go see this movie with a giant group of my friends, and I was like the only one who liked it. And I don't know why. I thought it was awesome. I mean, the last scene of the movie kind of had me like, okay, that's a little strange. But we get the sequel to that one this month, which is crazy because I think it came out in like August. Like, why are we getting a sequel to it so fast? I mean, with The Matrix 2 and 3, they released them in the same year. So, I mean, I guess they didn't do that with this, but this feels like really sudden. I don't know why we're getting the sequel so quick, but 28 Years Later, I thought it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, kick ass. Love that guy. He was great in it. The kid was great in it. Ralph Fiennes was great in it. I love the story. I just about everything about that movie really worked for me. It was scary. It worked. I thought it was phenomenal. And number 4, I had Superman. I loved Superman. Superman was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed our new Superman. I enjoyed our new Lex Luthor. I enjoyed our new Lois Lane. I enjoyed the new heroes that we got to see that we hadn't seen in like other Superman movies. This movie was great. It was so much fun. I loved it. It wasn't quite as good as I wanted it to be, and the main reason for that, it was too joke heavy. There was just too many jokes, and when there needed to be a serious moment, it wasn't, because there was another joke, right? And it was just too much. At times, the jokes were just too much. But besides that, I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see more. I know this year we're getting Supergirl, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I really had a great time with it, and I bought it on Blu-ray. And number 3, I had Avatar: Fire and Ash. This is probably one of my favorite movies of the year. Yeah, it's still in theaters right now, so if you haven't seen it yet, and go check it out. I loved it. It's by far my favorite movie in the franchise. The movie was 3 hours long, and I honestly did not want it to end. I loved every minute of it. Yeah, I had some nitpicks with it, but nothing that really like detracted from my enjoyment of it. I love these characters. I love this world. I love James Cameron. The special effects are just drop dead gorgeous. I mean, I can't see the Avatar movies ever aging badly. I feel like they're always going to hold up. It's a huge crowd pleaser. It's a movie that everyone can love and enjoy. The new villains were great. I honestly, it surpassed my expectations. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. If you thought it wasn't that great, it's fine. It's your opinion. I know some people are kind of making the same complaints about this one that they did about the other two, and that's okay. But I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It was great. And number 2, I had Shelby Oaks. So this one was really high on my list because it was directed by Chris Stuckman, who's a fellow YouTube movie reviewer, right? And I donated to the Kickstarter for this film. The movie was fine. I had a good time with it. I took a buddy of mine to see it. We really had a lot of fun. But yeah, it's not like stupendous or anything, right? You know what I mean? But for a directorial debut, I was impressed. It was a good time. And then number 1, I had Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Give me a moment. Okay. That's probably going to fall. Okay. I bought the 4K even after I watched it. If you saw my quick reaction, you know I did not really like this movie. I'm honestly feels bad for my past self because rewatching my top 10 most anticipated 2025, I was like, man, like I was really excited for this, and I was all the way up until the final minute. I could not wait for this movie. And it wasn't very good. It was the worst one since Mission Impossible 2. I wouldn't say it's as... I would probably rather rewatch this one than Mission Impossible 2, but Yeah. It's just, what happened? What happened with this? Why was this script so bad? I mean, the stunts and everything was great. The action was great. Tom Cruise was great. Our usual characters were great. But, like, there was so much of this movie that was just exposition. The movie goes from exposition scene to exposition scene to exposition scene to exposition scene to exposition scene, and it goes on and on and on. And that was like basically this whole movie. And it was so convoluted. And I'm going to spoil the movie here real quick. Luther dies. And in that scene, when he's talking to Ethan, and Ethan can't get to him while Luther's trying to defuse this bomb, the writers use that as an opportunity for exposition. Why? This is like, these two are like best friends and they've known each other for years. And you're going to take this really impactful, important, crucial moment to this franchise and turn it into an exposition scene? What were they thinking? Oh my gosh, like that was so irritating. I don't understand. This movie is perfect. This movie is perfect. This movie is almost perfect. This movie is almost perfect. This movie is great. This movie is not great. This movie is great. Mission Impossible is one of the most consistent film franchises of all time. And for it to go out with a wet fart, dude, I'm telling you, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I liked it more than I liked this. But those two movies, I was about equally excited for. Because Mission Impossible and Indiana Jones are two of my absolute favorite film franchises of all time. And neither of them went out on top. Yeah. So needless to say, this movie overall I thought was okay. I don't know when I'm going to feel like watching it again. Yeah. You want the digital code? Does anybody care enough to have the 4K digital code? Well, I'm going to give you the 4K digital code. I figure if you haven't watched it, and you're interested to watch it and develop your own opinion on it, because I know some people would like this movie. Some people did. That's fine. I didn't hate it. But, here. Take that. Form your own opinion. There you go. All for you. You got it? It's there. Take a screenshot. Okay. Goodbye. That's it. I guess now what I'll do is I can probably rank these movies. Alrighty, so here is my final ranking for my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025. At number 1, or I guess I should start at number 10. You know what? Yeah, let's start at number 10. So number 10 is obviously going to be Star Trek Section 31. It was bad. It sucked. I hated it. At number 9, we have Mission Impossible. Man, that pains me to say. And number 8, Captain America Brave New World. Pains me even more that I'm putting that over Mission Impossible. At number 7, Jurassic World Rebirth. At number 6, Shelby Oaks. At number 5, Final Destination Bloodlines. At number 4, 28 Years Later. At number 3, we have Superman. And at number 2, we have Black Phone 2. And at number 1, we have Avatar, Fire and Ash. That's it. I'm done. That's our rewind video for 2025. Hope you enjoyed it. Top 10 most anticipated movies of 2026 coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Potty Player Entertainment for more, and hit that like button. Hit that juicy, squishy like button. It likes it when you click it. So click it and make it happy, because that will in turn make me happy. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go. You got a day to get back to. So, appreciate your time. Much love.